Thank you for visiting my channel. We are here at Fortune Forecast for your daily interpretation of our messages. If you're here for the first time, thank you. And if you are coming back as a Fortune Forecast subscriber, I love you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for helping us grow together. So, today is Monday, March 14, 2022. Let's get started. Let's do Magnificent Monday. Magnificent Monday. Okay, what would that look like today in the area of money as we get started this fantastic day? The area of money. And I will be using this other deck from Sharon. I picked it up at Etsy store. So it is about money and finance and abundance. So we will throw an extra one for Monday in the area of money. And it also talks about career, so it'll be for the two areas. Some more split here. Okay. Where are we on this magnificent Monday? Yes, we can declare it to be that. Doesn't have to be what other people want it to be. Ah, I love it already with the beautiful star here, possibilities reminding us of that infant poem that we've learned, many of us, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how I wonder what you are. And here we're being reminded of our dreams and that we can make those dreams come true. But we have to also get out there and get a little bit involved, get a little bit dirty here sitting on me and a little bit wet, get our feelings and see how we feel about things, see how we feel about life as we're being showered with the blessings. And here in this little phoenix here on this tree, talking about the transformation that comes when we decide to get on the journey and the hopes of climbing our own mountain, but no one else is going to do that for us. And sometimes through our ambition and through the lack of ambition as well, because it's like, well, what am I doing here, and how can I be more and express more of the greatness that I came here to do? I just didn't come here just to sit and breathe. There's so many different ways, and the word money is just one word to explain abundance. So it could be anything else, literally, that you use to exchange your energy. So that's one good way to see it. And remember, I'm just interpreting as it's coming to me. I am the messenger here. So this is about our hopes and generosity, and we're in a position, being in a position that we can offer a little bit more. So if you're trading paper this morning, you're definitely going to be having a good day today. It's going to mark as a good day that you're going to be able to move into new positions, invest into new areas, and really set yourself up for a good tomorrow. But definitely a good day. And in general, for anyone with transactions, it's a good day as well to even be a little bit generous, to give a little bit more, because you do have, if you focus on the giving and not so much on the receiving, then it's really more you letting go. And when you let go, guess what? You receive more. It's almost like an oxymoron in itself, but it's a formula of the laws that are set up here in the universe. But let's see if this message will match up with this other. Okay, so it's interesting because it did come in a little bit upside down, and the pendulum swings both ways. So let me just go ahead and read this message here. It says here, fluctuating income. So here, when we look at this here, it's just setting yourself up for that, flow. And the other one here, it says indecision. So it says here, new strategy. So let's remember how this came in. So it really isn't about that, oh, I'm undecided. This is a reverse card. You do know now what to do. You are in a position to move and to do the things to set yourself up. So I like this card in the fact that it does match up with the star, because we're no longer at one extreme or the other, where we are where we need to do, or to pick up the momentum with what we want to do strategically with our money. So it's a good card. And we'll look into the career when I get into the career spread. So the next area that we want to look at is relationship. Where are we with our relationships? Let's take a look. And we will give this an activation. And some of you will be having to deal with your boss or your employees. Some of you will have to deal with your lover, your spouse, your siblings, your parents, your academic professors, and your partnerships. So let's see how that's going to roll. And I don't get a lot of personal vibe right now. I'm kind of going to get it more of a general here. So let's see. Okay, so here we have the Queen. And usually the Queen talks about things that we master. So there's still things in this relationship that we've got to work out, because that's what she usually calls us to do. And she talks about mastery, and she talks about, speaking up for others and advocating for causes that are worthy, that represent, the unit. But right now, apparently, there's a little selfishness here, and we're not in that zone right now here. We're not nurturing, we're not caring for the needs that are out there beyond ourselves. And so maybe this is drawing that attention that we need to step out of that and kind of look at not just our own situation, but in general, because here where the Queen is that matriarch, whether you're a female or a male, we embody both. One of them, doesn't matter what your gender you were born with. We're born with these aspects of female and male. So sometimes we're asked to be a little bit more nurturing as a male, and sometimes we women are asked to step it up a little bit in that area and offer that, or we came in as a woman so that we can embrace the nurturing side. So this is really saying that we're lacking a little bit of that, and today we need to bring that into our relationship, to bring a little more nurturing, a little bit more care, and invest a little bit more time that is being represented here with this material coin here, a little bit more time into our home, maybe a little bit more time into the finance aspect, here in what we're doing with our money, and get a little bit more involved and in creating a better lifestyle for yourself, and not crying about the lifestyle, but it's really about, okay, I'm not happy with this relationship. I'm not happy, but why? Am I not giving time? Am I not investing in creating a better lifestyle for us? That's a lot of questions, but definitely a little vague, because this is the collective. But I definitely see that if each one of us did a little bit more of that for ourselves, I think collectively we'll be in a better place. Don't you think so? Okay, let's flow in with career. Let's move in with career and see where this lands now. Uh-oh, what do we have here? Oh, I picked up. Okay, part of the money. I was here. We gotta leave it there. Yes, we're gonna read the career one, and I'll bring it back up so you can see. Oh, a little pushy, aren't you, this morning? Okay, well, slow down. Don't take that. Take a deep breath, okay? Do a little deep breath with me. Take a deep breath with me. Come on. I know it's Monday. Don't let the day control you. You control the day. You have the power to slow things down. Come into your breath. Career. It's over here somewhere. Okay, I have to tell you, it's feeling like Monday all day long, and gotta work with me here. Come on, you gotta work with me. I'm feeling your tension, and it's not healthy for you. And guess what? Right now, it's not healthy for me, because I'm picking up your collective vibe. You gotta slow it down a little bit for us, for both of us, okay? So here with, and we see this theme. It's recurring theme here with the pentacles in the relationship. So even your relationship with the career area, it's a little bit upside down here. Usually this is about a message. If you were waiting for that call back, or that from that resume, that appointment that you had, it's not going to, it's like you're not going to hear something, or it's not going to be favorable for you. And I know that the squeaky wheel gets the oil. At the same time, don't beat yourself up for this. When it comes to career, there will, and maybe it's not happening today. Maybe it's not happening today. So keep the faith. Keep the faith that it's just going to give you time. It just, you know what? That's not the only job. That's not the only interview. The more fishes you throw, or bait, yeah, the bait. The more bait you throw out there, the more you have a chance of catching a fish that's going to come and nibble at what you have to offer. And what do you have to offer? You know, it's about you. So you make sure that when you go to those interviews, that you dress the part, that you communicate effectively. What good is it to look good on paper when you show up like a slouch or with a coffee stain on your shirt, and or you're not dressing the part to where you're interviewing? So do a little bit of research on that, and also emulate from within your spirit how appreciative that you are to already have that job and that opportunity. So it's really a couple things. If you're already with an existing in an existing field, don't be disappointed. There might be, it's going to feel Monday all day long. There, you know, like they say, well, you get the flat tire and you know, you stub something, you know, you get a tear in your pants. It's one of those days, but don't let the day rule you. You rule the day. Bad news, it's only what you make it. It's the law of opposites, or the law of, the law of opposites. So just say, okay, I understand what's happening here, but you know what? The next minute, it's going to be better news. So focus on that. Focus on that this is just a situation happening. If you're getting news that you don't like, and just saying, well, what's the opposite of this? Well, I'm going to move in that direction. It's not that you're denying what's happening. It is what it is, and you can work within that situation. But just know that as you gain confidence in the moment and you control it and not let it control you, then you can move forward. So don't take that as a bad news itself. So remember this, in the career, this card came upside down, but let's go ahead so you can read it with me. And it says here, seasonal work. It says here, job change and making choices. So as you see this card, it came upside down, and it's talking about that maybe this is not the job that you were looking for, or maybe you may need several jobs that will make up the whole one. And then, you know what, that will give you a chance to either prove yourself, number one, or for the company that you're working, prove itself to you if that's where you want to stay. That's, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of everything, and jump into right now something that is a seasonal. I'm going to tell you, I know that right now, because of the economy and some of these businesses are especially the travel, but I think one of the fun things is seasonal jobs, which gives you a chance to try something out, like working on a cruise ship. You get to travel, meet different people, and for a season, you know, you have a whole new experience that you've never thought of. So I'm just throwing that out there, okay? Let's look at now well-being. Let's look at well-being. You know, those cruise ships, they need doctors, they need chefs, they need, what's it called? Hospitality service. You never know. Just came to me, so I'm just the messenger, okay, my friends? I'm just the messenger. And I'm here to help us elevate and work together to grow. As I'm sharing these messages with you, guess what? I am growing too. And thank you for that. Okay, well-being. Okay, so we are here trying to bring this message here about issues with circulation, about issues with mental well-being, and the other one is heart. So a trifold message here, well-being, circulation, and the heart, and mental health. And that's a big thing, because we have so many people that are suffering with suicidal thoughts. There's no the lack of empathy, and helping people to understand you don't need to care about what the world is thinking about you. Find your way, find your happiness. If your happiness is having an ant farm, Go do that. Because guess what? There are other people that would love to have ant farms, and you build those little cute hotels for ants, and just study the study of ants. I mean, it's interesting, but we need what you love, and we want you to share that with the world. And you, many of you, because I have a story to tell, and my story is, not as a happy story, but within it, I found my way. I struggled with so many things, and some things it's like, oh gosh, people say, well, she's got it together. I'm like, you don't know my story. But why am I going to sit here and share my pain? But I could tell you that we all have those stories. And when we realize that the story is not about them, it's my story. I'm the author. I am the author, and I am the main actor. Everybody else are secondary to that. Some people are going to come in and just play one little role. Others are going to stay for a little while. So there's a lot here for you to take care of your heart, your circulation, and your mind, the mental story. So there you have it. That's the message for today. I do feel like I want to go back to the angel deck here and use the messages from our angels and see what we get here. Let's move this deck here aside. We'll have this energy here. Okay, let's give it a little presentation. See who wants to come up. And what's the message here? Bridget. And Bridget says, caution is wanted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. So even your angels are saying, hey, don't jump the gun. Don't let's take a look at some of the areas that it's talking to us about here, within, the money and that indecision. But, it says, okay, so you might see today for trading some people that might be in the stock market. It says look into it further before you jump in. We've got elements that we need to kind of blend here. And with money, you might be thinking about that real estate purchase. Don't jump into it right away. Do a little more research. When it comes to the relationship, maybe the situation here is, you think it's them, but it might be you. Maybe you're the one that's not nurturing. Maybe you're the one that's not investing into the relationship as much as you should. And, when it comes here to career, it's not the only one. It's not the only job. So look into things deeper. Oh, pardon me. Look into things a little bit deeper and ask for guidance from Source, from God, and just say, God, I really need some clarity in these areas, and wait for the answer. Sometimes we're so busy talking to God, praying to God, and we're not quiet. We're not allowing this message to come back. And when it comes back, when we have that silence, you'll get the signals. You'll get the things that'll present themselves to you. That's God's way of talking back with you. And so give yourself a little peace. Don't rush yourself into things today. Thank you, my friends. Well, with that said, let's embark on this fabulous Monday. If you haven't done so yet, please take a minute, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Come back tomorrow. Have a blessed day.